And I can click on that and edit, and I'm going to say, sorry, over here. She said rest. And save changes. New word.
Here are some ideas for
But that way you
teaching
can
the
kind
word
of see what's
rest.
happening. I'm noticing that the music, I don't know if you guys can hear on your side, super loud. And it's so loud that I can't hear her talk. I'm gonna turn this down. So again, very basic. You can't do multiple audio tracks, so I can't turn one off when the other's on. But I can add titles, which you can edit. It will automatically add transitions, which if you click there, you can change what they are. You can change how long they are. It will default to the theme if you've chosen one. But if you wanted to change it, I could have it be burn. And maybe I want it to be a real quick one because I don't want to spend too long on my transitions. But anywhere there is a transition, you can click on it. You can apply filters to the pictures. And that's pretty much it. If you are using templates, it's something you would use using what Julie's going to talk about, probably not storyboard. Any questions? I know I went over that really fast.
So how does it compare to iMovie?
It's WeVideo similar to iMovie, but kids can collaborate on projects, and you can create classes. So you're able to see the work that they're working on, okay, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Any other questions before Julie shows you timeline version? Okay, I will stop sharing.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go over the timeline version. And what's nice about WeVideo with distance learning is they just created these templates that are perfect to get started. So if you are logged in, you'll see on your dashboard these different templates, and they have ones for morning meetings, memes, read alouds, lots of different ways to get started. I'm going to click on the read aloud today. And what's nice is the read aloud, they've already loaded all of the different parts that I can edit. So I'm just going to click on the play up here just to get a little preview of what this has. And I'll pause it right there. And I'm going to start editing it to make a sample video. So first up here, it says My Video. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to do a read aloud of the rainbow fish. Okay. And I'm going to click up here to this intro. And right now it just has a placeholder, title of book. I'm going to type the rainbow fish. And I can change the font if I want to. I can change the size. And I'm going to type in the author's name. It's by Marcus Pfister. I can change font again. And I'm going to save my changes. Okay. And here, right now they have a placeholder of a woman just holding a book. I'm going to change that to start my read aloud. So I'm going to go to My Media. And you have a couple of options here. You could import a reading that you already did, or you can record straight in WeVideo. So I'm going to click on record. And actually, first I was going to show you, if I click on this clip of this woman holding the book, I can either delete from my keyboard or click on this little trash can and it will delete her picture. And then I'm going to click right here and go to My Media and record. Webcam next. I'm gonna try to position the book here and my face. And then I can just click start recording. The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. The rainbow fish was the most beautiful fish in the sea, but he never played with the other fish. I'm too beautiful, he thought. And I can watch it right here. I can record it again. And if I'm happy with it, I can save it. And it'll pop right here on my timeline. And then I can move my recording to where I want it to start. If I want to just talk about the title and I want to clip the middle of it, I could click on the scissors here and then it'll break it into 2 clips. Because it's a template, it already has some thinking stems put in already. If I want to edit this, I'll just double click and I can change. Maybe I want them to think, thinking stems. Maybe I want to change the directions here. I can fully edit that. If I'm happy with it, I can click on Save Changes. And then as Tiffany was talking about, in timeline view, you can edit the sound effects. If I don't like it, I could totally delete it. I can also change the volume of the entire clip by dragging it here by percentage. If I want it to fade out, I could also drag the bottom down. There's also background music that was added here. If I find the whole thing is too loud, again, I could drag it down. Maybe I want the music to fade. I could click here and have it fade out. And then maybe I want it to pick back up again during part of my reading. I can also change the audio. If I don't like the pre-created audio, I can go up here to audio and I could pick a different type of music and add that instead. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch what I have so far. The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. The rainbow fish was the most beautiful fish in the sea, but he never played with the other fish. I'm too beautiful, he thought. Okay, and then maybe I don't like my thinking stem coming up right there, so I'll drag it over a little bit. And then when I'm ready to read the next part of the book, I can go up to My Media, record, and add the next part. So what's really nice about the templates is they've already included all of the special effects for me. All I have to do is edit the title and read my book. And what's nice too is if you wanted to do several different read alouds, for each one you could change just parts that you want to make a little different, like the audio and the titles. But it's a nice way to kind of add those extra features to your read alouds without having to start from scratch. When you're done with that, you're going to click on Finish. It does take a few minutes to export. So I already exported one earlier. So I did a My Video. And what's really nice about WeVideo is you can share it directly to Google Classroom. You can also download it and share it. And actually, I did want to show here. I won't fully save it, but I will show you the different options. In Finish, you can decide if you just want to do the audio of the recording for maybe podcasting, or you want to just make it an audio recording of the book. You can click on audio only, and then it'll just save the sound file. You can save it to Google Drive. And one thing to note, if you are going to save it for other people to view or listen to, you're going to want to make your link public. So that's just, and then the video, you can also choose YouTube to export. So I'm going to go back to my exports. And then as you export videos, they'll start popping up here. And then you can see how many people have viewed it as well right here. And back in the dashboard, same thing if you were to create a morning meeting. You'll see what's already created. I could just pause it here. Same thing, I'll delete this. And then I can add my own recording. Good morning, class. I'm so happy to see you today. Pause it, save it. And then I can just drag it again to where I want it to start. And they already have text bubbles here. If I want to change that, I can fully edit it here. Say, good afternoon, class, and save my changes. There's a morning message pre-populated. I could fully edit that again. And again, the audio. So what's nice about the templates in timeline view is they've already given you a place to start and you can just edit from there. Any questions with the timeline view? Yeah, Marshall.
So we've been making a read aloud every day for our kids to see, me and Danine.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I do it in the classroom and they're pretty shaky sometimes. So I can take those videos though and kind of make it look more professional by using this, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
without having to re-video, I just can cut it up and put it into all these spots.
Yep. So right here, you would just do import and then you can clip it and you can change if you want to have background music or transitions. You can get as fancy as you want.
Because our principal wants us to put all these read alouds we've been making into like a pot so that everybody can see them. But I'm a little embarrassed, you know, of how mine look. So this could make it a little bit better, right?
Yes, so
Okay.
you could absolutely do that and just use the template or start from scratch if you want.
Sounds good.
Great question.
While you have the timeline view, the fact that there are like the overlays where the caption is on a separate track. So she's got multiple video tracks and multiple audio tracks. In Storyboard, that's not an option. There's just a single video track and a single audio track, which means you don't have the possibility to do that. So that's really a benefit to timeline if you're getting a little bit fancy with things.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us today. We hope you found Edpuzzle and WeVideo helpful. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And thanks for joining us.